Hey guys. So my live ended pretty abruptly, so I just wanted to kind of talk through what happened at the end that you might have missed, just so you guys don't feel left out or left like I left you hanging. I didn't add in a whole lot more. I just added in uh, some of the little stickers from this kit in particular, or this page in particular, the desert biome washi stickers. Um, so I added in a couple little cactuses. I added in a sunshine to cover up that sun over here, and I added this little guy right here with the big ears. He's absolutely adorable. I just felt like there was a bit too much of this particular sticker here, and so I just wanted to make sure that I put something there so that it didn't visually distract me and draw my eye to there. What I find is that if I have a big open space or a big expanse of sticker or something like that, that it will draw my eye there. And because this is not a place I want my eye drawn to, necessarily. I just want to add something in there so that it kind of blends in with everything else. Um, so I just kind of added those couple little things in there, and then I also kind of walked you through. So I've been using this the 2025 vertical just scribble plans book to kind of test out some layouts and things like that. And I had seen someone do a layout that had this media along the bottom. And I absolutely love this. So I'm starting to try and use this particular book to figure out what my year is going to look like next year, what 2026 is going to look like. And I actually love that I got so much on here. Um, and so I just kind of I brought this out at the end because I just kind of wanted to show you guys what was included on this that I don't normally get to include in here because the B6 is so much smaller. So this is a B6 sterling ink that I'm in right now. And this is the A5 size of just scribble. And uh, so I was able to take this meal planning and move that down here, or meal planning or record or whatever. And so I put the dinners along the bottom. Uh, it gave me a place to put in TV times. So whatever I'm watching, I didn't watch a lot of TV this week. Um, we went to a movie on date night, so there's a movie there. I been doing a lot more reading because of the readathon, so I haven't been watching as much TV. I did watch some YouTube on Thursday, and we're trying to make our way through Chief of War on Apple TV right now. And so I did watch a little bit of that last night. We can really usually only make it through one episode at a time because you have to read a lot. There's a lot of subtitles, takes place in Hawaii, and so they're speaking the native tongue, which makes sense for the series, but it means that we're not binging it. It was a very full week this week. As you can see, things have filled in all around, which is fantastic. And then I have my little sleep tracker, which I haven't, I track my sleep on my Apple Watch, but I haven't been able to kind of record it. I haven't really had a good place to do that. If you look in the beginning of this B6, I tried to do it here along with steps, and I immediately, I don't like this. I got just into the beginning of July, and it was messy and awful, and I was trying to track too much, and I just really was not a fan. So I wrote that I didn't like it, and then didn't go back to it. But I love the way it looks in here. It's all nice and pretty, uh, and then I had moved some tasks for the week up here. I don't think I'll keep these here. I think I prefer the Alistair method, but these were tasks that I knew needed to end up scheduled here. And so it made sense that they kind of lived on this sidebar because eventually they would have to get scheduled. Um, However, again, I think the Alistair method is a better method for me for that. But I just wanted to show you kind of how I'm using this, um, and how it's, uh, how I think that this will work going forward in the future. And for any of you that are in a Just Scribble plans, I know there's a few of you this year, maybe give you some ideas that you might not have thought about. Um, So I'm not up that early, and I didn't want to use a second band of washi. I might switch where the washi goes. So some weeks it might go up here, and some weeks it might come stay down here. But I did add in what my YouTube videos were going to be for the week, and then as I completed them, I checked them off. I added in specific deliveries that I was expecting. This didn't arrive yet still. It's still stuck in California, apparently. It left the facility and then it's just, they stopped updating. So I don't know when that's going to arrive. We'll see. Um, but anyway, the way this flows is really, really nice. I really enjoyed kind of playing around with it. And I guess I should be looking at this week here. Again, the week here is fine, and I really enjoy the sterling ink, and I like this B6 size because it's a lot easier to throw into a purse. But having this extra room on the page, I really do kind of miss that. I had that when I was in Hobonichi because I was in an A5 Hobonichi, and so I'm really looking forward to getting back into the A5. Sterling ink does also make an A5, so if you prefer the layout in the sterling ink, then you can also get this size in sterling ink. But like I said, I'm really missing the daily pages, and so I'm really looking forward to Just Scribble having these daily pages that I can use going forward. But one of the things that is nice is if I do want to do something like a job search spread, like I did here on this page in the back, I can do that on this blank page and move that task list over here. So that will be an option if I want to do that at some point. Or maybe I could find a way to put the job search here. Or I could have put in the names of all these companies instead of just the check marks. So again, I can find something that'll work with this. Or I could even, make a box on each page for that. But anyway, so I did take this out and show you really quick what I was doing in there. So that is just research. I'm just doing research in here on how I think I want to use it. So that was one idea. So come this next week, I will do something else. I did kind of write in what I think my YouTube videos are going to look like for this week, but that may change. But I'll kind of play around with this, and I'm going to try something a little bit different this week, and we'll see how I like that. That gives me an opportunity to play a little bit more. I don't use as many stickers in this, just because I'm not going to be keeping this. This is not going to be something that goes on my shelf. I mean, next year it will be because it will be my main planner. But for this year, this is just research. And so this is the one that will live on my shelf. So I want to make sure that I have every bit of information in the sterling ink. So anyway, that was where it was. That's where I ended. And so I will again wrap it up. And thanks for joining me. If you joined me live, thank you so much. I'm sorry if it felt like I left you hanging there at the end. I really didn't mean to. I'm not sure what went on with my internet. It's been a little sketchy the last few days. So I think they've maybe got some construction nearby. But anyway, that was all you missed. I didn't want you to feel like you were missing out on anything. Thanks again for joining me. Bye.